Well, Christmas is still 63 days away, but that hasn't stopped department stores from putting up the decorations right now. SBS Finance editor Ricardo Goncalves joins us now with a warning to keep within our budgets.
Anton Asek says Australians owe about $32 billion on credit cards. That's an average of $4,300 per car holder. Now, if you make the minimum repayments, it will take you about 31 years to wipe away that debt and cost you nearly $15,000 in interest. So it pays to be vigilant over what is one of the busiest times of the retail calendar.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and it's still more than 2 months away. Myer's launch of its Giftorium, a welcome distraction to the protests outside. Cleaners for the retail giant claiming they're being underpaid.
We'll be conducting an investigation, and when we know the facts, we'll be in a much better position to be able to make a judgment on that.
It's another challenge for the retailer, juggling to get more foot traffic just as the bank slipped mortgage rates.
If you're selling what people want to buy and you're doing it in an engaging and interesting way, then I reckon you can get customers through the door.
Electronic toys aren't the only gifts expected to sell well.
We know that Lego is going to be very big this Christmas. Star Wars has just launched.
Or the distractions may be too much to bear for some consumers.
On balance, most of us will spend around $2,000 at Christmas time.
If that's spent on credit, it could leave you with a different kind of New Year hangover.
If we go to pay that off at the minimum spend, at the average interest rate of 17%, that's going to take us more than 16 years to pay that $2,000 off.
It might be easy to tap and go, but it can be harder to track.
And make sure you get a receipt, because so many times you'll tap that card and you'll walk away and you don't really know how much you've spent.
Super advice for a financially sound festive season.
Best tips for people at Christmas this year is to make a budget, stick to it and make it a realistic one. Have a conversation with your friends and family, maybe set a price point for your gift giving, maybe look at Secret Santa or a kids only gift giving Christmas this year, which some families are looking at. And the best gifts of all are the ones that you make yourself. So they're the most treasured and heartfelt. So think about those, because they're also cheaper.
Ho, ho, ho.
There was a bit of cheer on the Australian share market as well today. Nearly $25 billion added to local shares as traders welcomed hints the European Central Bank may continue to pump more money into the region to stimulate the economy there. Qantas was steady. It held its AGM today and said trading conditions were ahead of last year. And Centre Group Road's Frank Lowy is retiring as chair. Aussie dollar buying 72.5 US cents. And that is the day in finance.